All right, for today's tutorial or quick techniques, we're going to be doing two quick hand poses. And we will do a few more later, but for today, we're just going to focus on two poses here. And basically, what I have done is broke these poses up in lines and shapes. Break it up in lines and shapes first, lightly, then go back and make things darker later. Now, the only way to really good at drawing hands, you have to constantly practice, okay? So let's start with the open palm first. Sort of like we reaching out and trying to trying to get a handout from someone. Hold tight. Okay. All right, so I have already started on this, and what I got here is almost, I can't say that these are completely vertical, but they're sort of diagonal. And you want to come here, do your curved line, diagonal line, and another curve at the top. Okay. Now, you can think of when we're doing the fingers. Okay, so my pointer finger. The middle finger is always longer. Ring finger is gets shorter, but just a little bit taller than the pointer finger. Then the pinky, and then the thumb. Now you can barely see with my smudge control gloves here, but what we're gonna do is start with the pointer finger. And basically what these are is almost like gigantic ellipse shapes. And we know this next one is gonna be a little bit longer. So I'm going to sketch lightly. That may be a little bit too long, but we are going to keep it moving. Remember, you always sketch just to get everything put in place first. Right here. Notice how I'm kind of overlapping the curved line here. In a way, that will be like an indication of your knuckles here. And then the next one I'm going to do just a little bit longer than the pointer finger. Then the pinky, which is the shortest. Okay. Now for your thumb, the thumb, it comes off. So I'm going to try to mimic that line best I can. You always got to remember the thumb is the fattest. It is the fattest finger. So here we go. Fat. It's fat and short. Now I could go back and get more detail later. Now what I'm gonna do, if you come in here, like, and sort of add these lip shapes, smaller lip shapes, they're not quite as long here. Hope you got your pencil sharpener with you. I always want to keep a sharpened pencil. These also help you put like the fine lines and the nails in place too, if you need to do that. All right, so now that we got this, what we're gonna do now is now we could go back and sort of darken things up, and I'm gonna sharpen my pencil. Now watch. And remember, this is practice, and again, practice makes perfect. So if this is your first time trying to draw hands, don't focus too much on trying to get it perfect. Again, just practice. You know, the more you practice this, the better you get. You will all find your own techniques and things that works better for you. Okay? And these could be like an indication of, you know, the fine lines in your hands or whatnot. We all got them. And then just do like a little indication of the nail. You ain't gotta do like full blown. But just the indication. Thumb is more like a profile view. Hope y'all can see that. And there we go. Now we can get a little bit more detail if we wanted to. But again, just practice. Here. And there you go. Like you are, please give me that. Now this one is gonna be a little bit more challenging. So we're gonna do like the thumbs up. And again, breaking everything up in lines and shapes first. So what I'm gonna do here is, I wanna make sure you can see this. Come here and one curved line and another curved line here. Now watch this. Here, here. Almost look like a bow tilted to the side. Next, I'm gonna come here and do like an ellipse shape. Now, since this is my thumb, I want to make this, you know, a little thick since it is the fattest finger. Yeah. And of course, I can go back later once I'm ready. Okay, so now on this line, this is what we're gonna start to build the fingers, and I want to get where everybody can see this. Another style I want to show you real quick in drawing hand poses. is, so this is the indication of the wrist, of course, we know that. Now, so here it's almost like a little indication of a mitten. Now I'm going this way, you know. So the thumb is going to be here. Come in here and build these lips. Real sketchy. So it's got to be. So remember this finger here is going to be longer, so I need to sketch that just a little bit longer. You know, for that, for some of us, you know, it could be a lot longer, you know, because our fingers, like my fingers are like extremely long, and they show like huge difference in the length. And then the pinky. Here. Now, of course, if you want to go do the ellipse shapes within this, you can. Now let's go and darken things up. I'm trying to sharpen my pencil. Notice how this hand is sort of overlapping here. Really dark so you can see. Now, if you want to, you can always go back and erase those lines. Just gonna do a little shade in here, and the indication of the knuckles. do some indication of some veins. It's almost like I'm looking at my own hand there. And like I said, you can add shading if you want to. Makes things a lot better. Right here, that's an indication of the fine lines, of course. Everything's better with a little shader. And there we go. Poses, quick hand gestures, whatever you want to call them.